Hey everyone, it's Rick Kirby here. Now, I want to get some things off my chest in regards to Let's Play 9 because I wanted to start this next Let's Play during this week, and sadly I'm probably not going to be able to start it until next week. But then again, by the time when you watch this, it'll probably be almost done by then. But anyways, hopefully, I just want to let you guys know that because I didn't enjoy how the live commentary went well with the recording itself, I'm sorry, but I'm probably going to make this into a post-commentary Let's Play itself, and so hopefully you guys will understand. But anyways, just hope you guys will enjoy, and, just sit back, watch, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. See you guys later. You just gotta wonder why the SD card games ever really need a little launch bar when technically, you don't even need it. You don't even need the class controller. I don't even know why they gave you that message. But anyways, we're playing a Nintendo game, not a Sega game. No Sonic 3 Knuckles. We're playing Mario Kart 64. Yes, this is Let's Play number 9, folks, and I hope all of you will enjoy this one. Anyways, I will be covering 150cc and the extra mode, which is basically just mirror, I guess. But anyways, here we have the lovely player select screen with 8 original characters. Well, actually, a couple of them returning from Super Mario Kart, with the exception of Wario. But anyways, what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to play as all 8 of these characters for each individual cup. There's only 4 cups in the entire game, but there are multiple CCs to try. I'm only going to try out the 150cc and then the extra. But anyways, the only difference between these characters is just Peach, Toad, and Yoshi actually are probably what many people consider to be the best at this game, just because of their lightweight. So what I'm planning to do is I'm actually going to play as Yoshi. Actually, I'm going to start things off with Yoshi for the Mushroom Cup. So just keep that in mind, folks. Mario and Luigi are actually middleweights, aka medium classes. So they're alright. They're good for beginners. And then, of course, we have the 3 heaviest characters in this game, at least, which I think they don't really have that good of a turn. Like, they don't turn too well, which is kind of the bad thing about them, actually. But yeah, that's really it. Now, in regards to this Let's Play, because it's a Let's Play along, I'm going to allow people to actually post video responses to this as I play along, and I hope you guys will play along. So it doesn't matter what you use to record this game with it. But anyways, let's get started on Mushroom Cup with Luigi Raceway. Now, here I demonstrated how to try and get the little speed boost, but I didn't do that. Anyways, controls are simple. You push the A button to accelerate. B button is to brake. The R button will make you do a little hop, and if you're turning while you're hopping, you will actually drift. Control stick is your steering. That's obvious. And in my case, the item button for myself to use items is the L button, which is the equivalent to the Z button on the N64 controller. So that's pretty interesting. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, but this game is actually one of my personal favorite Mario Kart games, but over the recent times I've played this game, I've noticed that I don't know if I could say this is going to be my top favorite anymore at this point, because of a few little things that just bothered me in the end. I know it I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, what the crap is this, man? You can't just say things like that. But honestly, you know, just what can you say? But anyways, besides that, this game obviously it brings back the awesome, lovely items that we already had back in Super Mario Kart. The equivalent of which you can hold up to at least 1 to 5 banana peels. So that's pretty cool. There's also a variety of Koopa shells, which is pretty neat. Right there, as you saw, I got a Boo item, which basically that allows me to become invincible. And if anyone happens to have an available item with them that they haven't used yet, then I could technically steal the item. Right here, the place values and point system kind of works out pretty well. First place you get 9 points, second place you get 6, third place you get 3, and fourth place you get 1. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Moo Moo Farm. A stage not even really filled with cows other than just being in the background over the fences, but rather the only thing that's harmful to you is just the items and then the lovely Monty moles that are only in specific, such as they're only in specific spots, I guess you could say. Right now, I'm demonstrating what's one of the camera angles you could use to actually play the game. To be honest, I don't usually use the one I'm in a lot right now, like back in the old days, but I've grown to actually love it, so I thought it was cool. You know, there you go. Once again, me demonstrating the Boo item, which does come in handy. The last course we just tackled was actually Luigi Raceway, as you just saw, and that's really just a beginner, just get used to the controls kind of course. So it's kind of obvious you're gonna easily get first place in that. At least I would hope so. And as you just saw not too long ago, I actually got a fake item box. And unlike other future Mario Kart games, in this game, the fake item box can actually act as an actual hittable object, meaning it can block other items that come to you, including shells, bananas if somehow, the CPUs aim it perfectly right at your head or something. I don't know. But, it works out. It does come in handy. Now, right here, I was just trying to show off a little, like the little credit not credit sequence, that's dumb. Never mind, forget what I was saying. Anyways, here's a Koopa Troopa Beach, and right there, that's actually the boost I was talking about. But, anyways, besides that, this is actually the level that introduces us to the shortcuts in this game, and of course becoming a staple throughout the Mario Kart games. Now, actually, something interesting about this is that you're always going to have 2 rivals, maybe even more than just 2, because as you can clearly see, Mario and Luigi are extremely catching up with me, to the point at which it's basically rubber band AI. In future Mario Kart games, I'm pretty sure most of you have heard this already, but rubber band AI means no matter how fast and how far you are, the CPUs will always be able to catch up to you, no matter what. It doesn't matter how fast you are, they'll always catch up to you, which is really odd. By the way, I don't know why I keep hitting Luigi with my red shells, but, it's totally cool. You can actually save yourself from actually slipping over a banana peel, actually. If by some chance you were about to spin out, you can actually brake, and you can brake until you see the little blue music note above your head. And right here, I don't know what the hell happened, actually. I might have accidentally drifted a little too far, or rather, just see right there, I recovered from the banana peel and whatnot, but, like, just, I might have drifted a little too far, just, I guess it makes it weird, but anyways. Right here, I was trying to recover myself, but obviously that didn't work out. And for whatever reason, as you just saw what this game calls this item's equivalent to the blue shell. But you just saw it pop out of nowhere. You literally just saw it pop out of nowhere. I have no idea why the game did that. So, truth behold, I guess you could say it's kind of weird. I don't know. So yeah, that was Koopa Troopa Beach. Not really too much of a level, to be honest, but it is one of my favorite levels in Mario Kart 7. Not because you could actually reach the shortcut with just a mushroom. You know, just there's like 2 ramps on your way to that. Or actually, there's just 1 ramp to that part anyway. You just gotta use a mushroom on there. Anyways, this is Calamari Desert featuring our first stage hazard, technically. That actually does come into interruption with us because, well, fucking trains, man. Now, actually, right there, as you just saw, I actually knew the train was coming. That's why I actually stopped a little bit earlier. Right here, I didn't stop in time, so I do actually get hit twice here, which is kind of dumb, but it happens. And right here, you know, Bowser's just pretty much pushing the crap out of me, so I'm sad. Sorry, Wario, you don't get the spotlight this time. Yoshi wants that spotlight. But yeah, I really love this level myself, actually. Like, I'm actually glad they brought this and Koopa Troopa Beach back. Now, what you just saw, what Yoshi just did there as he was trying to drive by past Peach, he performed what's basically, he tried to get a backdrift, basically, you know, kind of like a Mario Kart Wii, where if you drive long enough right behind the person who's in front of you, you will actually gain some extra speed, and then, you know, it'll go away, but it'll give you an advantage. Now, right here, I could have actually done it again, but because Luigi put out a banana, you know how that works. Mushrooms, they basically just help you boost. You know, just, you can use them, you can use all 3 to your will if you want to, but I don't really see the point in using all 3, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, I just demonstrated what happens to be one of the dumbest game mechanics in this game. You see, if a character heavier than any of these light characters, or heck, even just being a middleweight character, if for whatever reason, you know, that character ends up being stopped and not pushing the gas pedal whatsoever, you could actually crash into them, and it just sucks. It just absolutely sucks. Now, I understand what you're probably thinking, you know, because I didn't make it quite yet, you know, I got second, you know, meaning Bowser pretty much just won. Well, keep in mind that Bowser didn't really do too well in all the other courses, meaning pretty much I won. I won the entire cup, so that's pretty awesome, actually. So there you go. I'm a big Yoshi with, like, awesome points. 33. That is my final score. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is the results screen. Now, actually, don't ask me why they, you know, have it like this, but you know what? I actually like this. It's a lot better than future games, to be honest. I don't know. I just prefer it this way. It's a lot faster. It's a lot simpler. And if you actually look in the back towards the right side of the screen, you can actually see who's ever in 4th, which is Mario, surprisingly. So that's pretty interesting. But anyways, we are number 1. Interesting fact is that you can actually get to Peach's castle in a future course in this game, actually. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. But anyways, hallelujah, we got a gold. Enjoy your victory, folks, because this is just the start of a brilliant new idea and Let's Play of mine, and I've been wanting to Let's Play this game for a while now. It may seem random, but I absolutely love this game. Dang straight. And that, folks, is Mario Kart 64 Mushroom Cup. And so, With that being said, folks, this has been Rick Hermione. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time in the Flower Cup. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everyone.